Hey guys, welcome to Tars 37. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the DC Multiverse Superman, The Infected. So it's pretty cool. We got a nice quick review boxes from the first ever Build-A-Figure / collect and connect / collect to build figure that Mcfarlane has ever done for the DC range, and it's pretty cool. We got a nice quick review box. We have the Merciless down there, collect to build. They're not using the term collect and connect because I believe that's a term that Mattel owns. I don't think it's a term that they just use for their DC figures. I think that's a term that their actual company owns. They don't own DC Multiverse. But yeah, and then we have the artwork back here. We have the other characters in the wave and how this works. So yeah, let's open this up. Now, like all the figures that Mcfarlane releases, you do get a base, which I think is pretty cool. And then you also get this, which is the trading card for the Infected Superman. And the trading cards, they're not why I buy these, but they are a nice little thing, and I do kind of like collecting them, to be honest. And you do have a data file, which basically explains, what's going on with this version in particular. Superman right here, which I think is pretty cool. Now, here we have the Infected Superman. And this thing looks so cool. Like, I'm going to be honest, I really love the design they did here. Like, the head sculpt, let's just look at that head sculpt. That thing is so freaking creepy. It's got these almost stitching looking type for the eyes and the teeth, and it's got this creepy Joker looking face. I'm going to be honest, I haven't really read Dark Knight Metal, or which, I believe this is from Dark Knight's Metal. I'm not 100% sure, which obviously should tell you right there. I don't know a lot about this storyline, or the particular storyline that this is from. But regardless, I think this is really cool, and I love how they did the S-curl there. I think that's pretty cool. And the actual hair itself is done pretty nicely. And let's see, it's kind of black, but there is a little bit of blue shading in there. If we can get this to focus, you can kind of see it a little bit. But yeah. There we go. It's kind of looking a little bit better now. And then moving down, you have the red on the cape, which looks really nice. And then you have the yellow S-shield with the red and yellow. And it's all darker colors, almost a purple looking. It's kind of like coming up super bright blue here, I guess because of my background. But this is really nice the way it's colored, and I really like it. I like how big the S-shield is too. And moving down, you have his giant hands. And in terms of proportions, this Superman is huge looking. He definitely looks like Superman. He's massive. He's got the trunks with the red and the yellow there. And moving down, he has his legs. Again, just everything about him, he's just a massive looking Superman. He has the red boots. And then I really like the cape. The cape on the back here is just really nice. It's made of this nice kind of plasticky material, but as you can see, it's chopped up, like it's been through battle and everything. And man, this just looks so cool. The detail on this Superman figure is probably my favorite thing about it. It just looks really good. And you get these alternative hands, which are really disturbing looking and kind of match the disturbing look of the Superman. So that's pretty cool. Now, in terms of articulation, Superman's got a 360 at the head. He can look up and down. He's got some nice movement. He's got 360 at the arms, swing out the shoulder, and they're on butterfly joints, so that's nice. He has double jointed elbows. This isn't the exact same body from the first appearance Superman, or the Superman 1000, my bad. But I do think some of the areas were reused. Well, actually, I'm looking at it now, and it kind of looks like none of it's been. Maybe the trunks or something. I'm not really sure. But the wrists do rotate and turn, and they're on those kind of pegs, so you can just, if you want to take this off, you can just kind of pop it off. Well, it's a little stiff, so I'm going to leave it on there. But these just slide off, and then you can put on the alternative hands, and then you've got the torso joint that allows them to move side to side and also go back and forth. So that's pretty good, especially if you're trying to do a fight pose, turn the head and that back. And the legs forwards, backwards, and outwards. You have double jointed knees, which are nice. And then the feet move up and down and go side to side, a little stiff, but they do move. And then he's also got the toe articulation as well. So in terms of articulation, the Superman does move, but he's just a really massive looking Superman. I really like the look that they did for this Superman. Here's a comparison for the Action Comics 1000 Superman that they made earlier in the year, and it's kind of hard to tell. This one obviously looks to be a good bit bigger, and obviously it's got the updated articulation, has the double jointed elbows. This one only had the single joints, but I'm going to be honest, I think this figure would look awkward with single joint elbows, or double joint elbows, and that's something that they talked about on the earlier figures, or the figures that don't have double joints. They're like, if the figure doesn't have double joints, it's because it would kind of look weird. And to be honest, if you look at some of the figures would look a little odd with double jointed just because of how they're proportioned, but either way, I like that they found a way to put them on the new Superman and also make them not look weird. And just looking at the two compared side to side, it's so creepy looking, almost Superman and Bizarro, and I think they actually are going to reuse this sculpt, the new one, the Infected one, for Bizarro, but that's really cool looking. here's a comparison with the Arkham Knight Batman, which recently came out. And as you can see, they both look good together. Let's turn his head. I got his head turned because he's in a different pose on my shelf. But as you can see, the two look really good together. And then here's a comparison with the most recently released Target exclusive Flashpoint Batman. As you can see, pretty cool. And then the figure I really want to compare him up next to is the Devastator. And just as you can see, these two look pretty nice together. Devastator is bigger, but it's cool to see these two together. They look so creepy. You know, Mcfarlane has definitely done a good job of giving us those creepy looking action figures, and this is definitely pretty cool. And this I did want to show is the legs to the Merciless. They're massive. They're pretty neat, so I did want to show those off a little bit. That's what comes with him for the Build-A-Figure part. But overall, I think this is pretty cool looking. I think this is a unique action figure, and yeah, it's just really awesome. Thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.